Buyers, avoid these 5 things if you're a home buyer. If you're a home buyer, here are 5 things you should not do in order to get your offer accepted. Hi, I'm Gloria Miller, Associate Broker with People First Realty Group at Real Broker. With the housing market heating up, buying a home can be stressful with more buyers competing for properties. That is why it's so important not to develop these bad habits when writing an offer. Number 1, not knowing what sellers want. In a competitive market where homes can have multiple offers, it is important to know what the seller wants before submitting an offer. Besides the price, there are many other factors that sellers consider when looking at an offer. It's important to have a good agent on your side that will find out what the terms that are ideal for the seller and hopefully work for you too. Maybe the seller would like to rent back the home to have more time in order to move, or they may need a fast closing to get into the replacement home. The more you can sweeten the offer by making it less stressful for the seller, the more likely they are to consider your offer. Number 2, be sure not to second guess yourself. As a buyer, it's easy to second guess yourself and start to feel anxious about your purchase. Make sure you have a checklist of all your wants and needs and a good understanding of your financial situation. Be careful not to stay with an agent who is not a good fit. Always work with an agent who will have the best interest in negotiations and in the closing of the transaction. A good agent should fully understand all of your needs, be a good listener and communicator, and respond to all of your questions. After all, they are going to be negotiating on your behalf on one of your biggest purchases of your lifetime. Don't ask for too much. We have all heard the saying, they ask for everything but the kitchen sink. Well, asking a seller for too many freebies can come across as demanding and disrespectful. It is always best to be courteous and fair during the part of the negotiations that benefit both parties involved. So maybe that updated refrigerator needs to go with the seller in order for the offer to be accepted. Waiving inspections. In a competitive market, waiving contingencies to gain a competitive edge over the other buyers is very common. However, although it might be appealing to a seller, it is more important to the buyer to know any potential expenses or problems that the home may have. This is why it's important to have your inspections completed. Waiving the inspections could cost you thousands and thousands of dollars down the road. If you're a buyer and would like more information on the current inventory of your area, please reach out to my team and I. I'm Gloria Miller with People First Realty Group at Real Broker, where we put people over profit.